welcome to Hosebag Report, Episode 3. Well, there's some brand new hose bags today, and I mean monumental, colossal hose bags. So, with that in mind, let's expose the hose. Paris Hilton hosed her way out of prison by saying she was sick. Well, we all know she's sick. And the fact that I got to see her on BBC getting out of prison, I mean, it's time to ignore the whore as we expose the hose. So, she should be hung by her fingernails. Electrodes, give her the old Gitmo Abu Ghraib special. Ahmadinejad is another hose bag. You know why. I'm sure Seahorse and Papa Nelda would both agree that Ray Marshall is a hose bag. I don't want to get into the immigration thing. I'm not a milk minute man. But I do understand that Hosebag 3 is the make or break it show. Episode 1's pretty good. Episode 2, it's always the third in the trilogy that fails. So, this could be the last episode. Probably will be. Or this could just be episode 3 in a line of 3,000 episodes, a season of a 3-season show, making it, yes, 9,000. Okay. Now, we're going to have the new segment on Hosebag. This is the musical segment of Hosebag. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing. Just a thought of hose. Very, very hose bag. That's A flat. So A flat, here's C, right? So here's that's what we're in right now. Anyway, that's a very hose bag riff. Well, we've hit our 203-second point of the show. So look at your screen. It's not going to be at the 5:20 minutes. It'll probably only be about 2, whatever it will be. But we're doing it a little early today because this is an earlier show. It's shot during the day. Look at the sun in my glasses. I got the camera over here. I've got the coffee right here. And I wanted to comment on the Trout Room video. If you've seen this guy, he's got his baby room as he's turned it into a trout room, and I sent the video out. I would like to get some comments. I'm wondering what the hell you think of that. I mean, that was a hell of a trout room. He had trout lights. The magpie wasn't there, but I'd still give him a hose bag rating. He's a hose bag. Now, if you're still watching the show, you're a hose bag. Just kidding. If you're still watching the show, you're not a hose bag. And if you didn't watch the show, then you are a hose bag. And you don't really need the show to know that you're a hose bag. I mean, it's part of your character. Characteristically. Big business. Outrage. Challenge to employer sanctions. I mean, you've got a guy like Neil Roy Neal shooting his show, and he's sending me a message saying, Hollywood hose bag? Give me a Hollywood hose bag, will you? Oh, well, I don't usually like to bring up the Hollywood trash on my show, but this is a hose bag report, so why don't we put down Jay Leno as a Hollywood hose bag? The ultimate Dorito chewing scumbag with his MSG heavily laden cheese dust on top of bad writing. Where did these writers come from? Where are they going? Hose bags, all the staff at that show, which I prefer not to mention anymore. Tom Cruise? Well, sure, he's a hose bag. I mean, that's him and Mel Gibson hose it off together a lot, and he keeps his girlfriend locked down in a basement with some kind of alien fish trout guarding her in an effort to not be a hose bag. And it'll take more on the hose bag report. It'll take a lot more. Now you're probably thinking I've had as much hose as I can take. Well, I'm going to expose the hose. Papa Nelda's got some videos. They are very Papa Nelda 9. The best video ever made is now on, we're on another channel. The Clyde Neal Show's over there. I don't know what it's called. Daily Motion or something. Bigger box. More time. Matter of fact, the show's probably running down on time. It's probably at the who knows where it is, but Chris Matthews is a hose bag. Well, I've just received word that the hose bag's been canceled. Apparently, I'm canceling it. I'm always the last to know. Well, in that case, let's just grab the camera and go crazy for the last segment. I mean, thanks for watching Hose Bag. I've never really been a fan of any other shows except for the Clyde and Neal Show and the Wevo Show and the Ray Laser Show and the Crazy Show. And a lot of shows. I am a fan of most shows that are affiliated with us here. World Report, another classic. Reverend Funk, so ahead of its time. Hosebag Report will be a footnote in the history of hose bags. And if there is no history of hose bags, this show will be mentioned on the Clyde and Neal Show. If you're looking for more hose bag, I suggest you tune in. We're going to be having some special guests this season on the Clyde and Neal Show. Seahorse will be attending. There's going to be some full ball soul. So I'm going to use an old throw to of the Clyde and Neal. And I'm going to say, sign air, nair, horse.